Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a while since I've made a video. Currently in my what will be my new studio. Finally got it situated. Last couple months have just been like crazy blur. So I guess the main thing is I haven't been doing my videos because I met this amazing woman. Kind of been together the past couple months, and she has a little 4-year-old daughter, and they've been keeping me really busy the past couple months, so I haven't been able to make any videos. But I'm to the point now where I can start getting back into it. This is my attempt to get back into doing videos again. Not like I don't have tons of content to put on a video. So first off, like I said, it's a new studio. I moved into her house, and she gave me a little spot in the basement. So I got this little room I built. The only thing that was here when I started was this wall to my right. So I put up 3 more walls. It's not a large space. It's about half the size of my old studio, but it's big enough. Pretty much be able to fit everything back into the room except for my drum set, which is fine with me because I don't really do the drum set all that often. In a minute, I'll take you for a tour of the space, even though, I mean, you can mostly see most of it. But first, I want to go ahead and get everything caught up because there are a couple video clips that I had before all this went down. They were a while back, so here are the clips. This is a terrible intro. Here are the clips that have happened before I got to this point. You guys gonna believe that it's been probably a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've recorded a clip for one of these videos? Lana believes, don't you, Lana? Don't you, Lana? Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff that's coming in the mail in the next couple days, and so I got the first set of packages today. We're gonna go ahead and open a couple of those. So this is part of the small rig system, and it's a handle in bubble wrap, but it's a handle that goes on the side of the small rig camera cage. My camera that I'm using, my Panasonic Lumix, is in a cage, a metal cage that's built specifically for this camera, and it has like attachments and screw holes and, you know, quarter 20 threads all over it. This is just a handle that goes on the side because I currently, when I use it, see, it's a handle that goes on the side. It also has some attachments at the top, so you can put stuff on the top of the handle as well. So that's one thing I got. Package here, also from Small Rig, is a couple of cold shoe mounts, which are basically like grooves. Now the Small Rig that I have has 2 built into the rig. It has 2 cold shoe mounts, so you can mount things like microphones, you can mount lights, monitors, things like that. And so I've only got 2, so I got the mic in one, obviously, and then usually I put the light on the other one. But what happens is, because both the cold shoe mounts are on the side angles of the camera, there's no mount on the top section. So I got some more cold shoe mounts. That way, if I want to, I can put my light in the center. I could put my light on the side and a monitor on top, and so that's why I got those. I kind of needed them for camera stuff. I got a box right here. I need something to open it. Make sure it's my address, because sometimes they leave things that are not mine on my porch. This is a set of computer speakers for my computer because I don't have any speakers. I've been listening to stuff through the built-in speakers on the monitor, which are total, utter, complete garbage. This is my my site
for my crossbow. I finally got one. If that doesn't make it into this vid, it will definitely be in an upcoming vlog. These are some armchair covers for my couch. I got some cushion covers that are water resistant, and so I thought I would get some armchair covers to match, since the couch itself is kind of an off-white like this. When you buy off-white furniture, or like any furniture that's like a light color, like white, then you get stains real easy. And this couch is ancient. It's been around for as long as I can remember, so definitely has a lot of stains on it. Finally, in our large package, we've got this. That will also be used in upcoming production stuff. So, thank you for watching. Let's move on to the next thing.
It's been so long since I've done anything. I mean, it's been like 3 weeks. I don't even know what clip I'm on now. I don't know how much time I've recorded. I don't know how much time all I know is that it's still chilly. So I'm trying to get this video done. I haven't uploaded a video in 2 weeks. Yeah, it'd be 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get this video done. Thinking about getting another video done. So here in a minute, if I can get this edited to where I want, I'm gonna start adding some of those things to the thing. You're drifting. No! So currently I've got 29 minutes of footage, almost 30 minutes of footage. And for me, it's too long. I want to cut it down closer to 20, so I want to cut about 10 minutes out, so good luck. After I do that, I'm going to switch some stuff up, because I'm going to be working on this camera, so I have to get another camera out. How come nothing goes back in the box the way it came out of the box? Hey, check it out! They did send a screwdriver. So I did pretty much figure out that I needed a ring adapter for this to work the way that I want it to. So I'm going to, I ordered that, and that will be here on the 20th, I believe. All right, here are my speakers. Everybody head down, pick yourself a pronoun, join the resistance of government assistance. Alright, so yeah, I finally got it set up. Thank freaking the Lord. That's as much nonsense I'm gonna do down here today. Okay, so I gotta get ready and go to work. So we'll come back and do something some other time. Alright, so a couple of weeks ago, my mother gave me this little cherry tomato plant. This little thing right here. Now, when she gave it to me, it was like this tall. So it's grown quite a bit in the past couple weeks. I've been watering it and sticking it in the light, in the sun, in my window. Now, I like plants. I would have a lot more in my house if it weren't for this little thing here, which would probably be digging into all my pots and whatnot. So that's the reason why I don't have a bunch of plants. But I got this one, so I don't have a very good spot to put it to where she won't get into it. So it's been sitting in the window in the kitchen where it can get some sunlight, but probably not enough. So what I did was I ordered some of these hanging pots, because I have a spot in the sunroom where I can hang it up. The cat can't get to it, I don't think, or she won't at least, and it'll get enough sunlight that it won't die. Hopefully this pot here is big enough for the tomato plant. It's a single cherry tomato plant, so hopefully it'll be enough. Here's all my hardware, and I got a set of 3 because I have 2 hooks in there, but one is like in the direct sunlight. So that's where I'm going to put my cherry tomato. And I'm going to get to that right now. Of course, I'm working on my dirty, messy
thing. The way this this planter is made is you're supposed to put your plant thing in this, and then it's supposed to set inside here like this, and then you're supposed to put water in it, and it's supposed to be like long-term watering. So I don't know if that works well, but I'm going to find out because now let's go to the hanging spot. We'll get this hung up and then hopefully it will be fine. Yeah, so hopefully that tomato plant will be fine hanging right there, and it won't get bothered. Won't be bothered by the kitty cat. Ain't right. So I got pulled for jury duty, and I had to report for grand jury duty, and I had to report to the courthouse, and I lucked out. I lucked out because I was the not the last person into the courthouse, but the last person after the last person got into the courthouse. So they had too many people, which means I have been dismissed from grand jury duty, which means I do not have to report for the duration of the grand jury meeting period thing. Now that that fiasco is dismissed, I got a couple things I'm working on. So we'll get to that. Okay, so I got my tomato replanted. It's a great big giant thing. There should be plenty of room for that there. So that's gonna be its home. Now I'm pretty sure it'll get taller than what it is. I'm gonna train it up into that spot. And that's where that thing's gonna set, because it's in the sunroom and it's virtually like a greenhouse in this room. If I want to, I can move it outside when it gets to not freezing, because it's still trying to freeze in the middle of April. So that's there, everything's good. I think this will be fine. There should be plenty of room. It's like a 12-inch pot, so there should be plenty of space. Something else I'm going to do is I've got a pack of onion seed. I'm going to plant some onions. I know it's a bit late. It's actually a bit late in the season to do this. You want to do this like if you're growing from seed. You want to do it early. I've heard up to like a couple weeks before the last frost. If you're doing from seed, of course you got to do it, you know, in climate controlled environment. I can't really control that the best, so it's kind of like an experiment. So I'll get to that when I get my seed starter things, my seed plant starter planters, and I'll keep those inside as well. So I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think some of these will grow and some of them won't. So we'll see. If I do that, I definitely want to hang up a couple more things for the plants, so I can have the plants in here. I have 2 other spots to hang them besides that one spot, and so I want to get a couple more and hang them up in here. That way I can have plants. And so I can hang them all the way along this wall. If I wanted to, I can hang them all along this wall and they'll be in the light. Definitely keep them away from the cat over there, which is why I'm hanging them up in the first place. That way she can't dig into them. Besides that, I think that's it for today right now. Still wrapping up the laundry, and then I'll be on for my day at work, which is great. Great, wonderful. Okay, so let me show you around. Let me show you around the studio. Whee! Okay, so that's the studio. And I'll catch you next time. I'm just kidding. So behind me is my desk setup. As you can see, I actually ended up dropping a monitor because there's not quite enough room to fit all 3 monitors from one wall to the next. But I have 2 monitors at the moment.
I'll probably just stick with those two. One is my iMac, of course, and the other is my PC. And funny story, I'm locked out of my PC at the moment until I figure out how to break back into it, because the password that I'm typing in is not correct for some reason. I don't know why, because I know the password, but for some reason it's just not working. So at some point I'll get my PC back to running again. For my desk, I have a drafting desk, and I currently have like all my camera crap just piled up on top of it at the moment, because I'm, you know, in the process of organizing the room and still building it, as you can tell by the ceiling. I've got two lights, one light there and another light there. I'm going to try something new with the ceiling I've never done before. I'm just going to tack up some blankets to kind of cut down on sound a little bit more. I did insulate the ceiling, as you can tell, none of that was there. But I'm going to do that at some point. There'll be a whole video thing of me doing it and seeing if it works. I don't know if you can tell on the microphone, but you know, you can still hear the upstairs noise coming through the floor, because I am in the basement. Again, if that wasn't clear from earlier. The walls are a plain color. I'm actually used recycled material from work to do the walls, which has been awesome because it's kind of cut down on the price a bit. They are blank at the moment because I haven't got to the point of putting anything up on the wall, whether it be an acoustic treatment. I don't have my guitars hanging here yet. I don't have any of my pictures and all that stuff yet. I'm getting to it. Everything's a long process. I've moved so many times in the past. I don't know, it's been a whole thing. So yes, I'll get my guitars up. I'll get my pictures hanging up. So the workstation is in the back here. Along this wall will be where my piano goes, which is perfect because it fits perfect. In the corner is my stereo record system, which I've got the speakers laid out. Beside where I have the speaker system set up, I have this closet that I built because I don't know if you can tell by the camera in the back, but all the electric runs in that corner in the back. So what I did is I put a closet with a soffit for the electric to run through that area back there, since it already is running back there, and you can't really put up a ceiling or the walls with it without, you know, having to. I could have just put a soffit and then put the wall back there against the wall in the back, but the shelving and the closet space gives me room for storage. At the moment I have a couple things just thrown up there just so they're out of the way, but that area will be organized with my music, and also the bottom I'm going to use for some camping storage as well. Yeah, so in the back, I've got the back with a shelf closet unit. I'm going to put one of those moving blankets over top of it so that it kind of covers it up. I also still need to do all the trim work in the room. I haven't done any of the trim work, but eventually I'll get to it. Do a video of that. Trim work's relatively easy as long as you know how to miter and caulk. In this corner beside the door is where my amp will go eventually. Once I get my guitars and amps in here, I will hang the amps up on the walls on hangers like I did in the other studio. I think I'll hang up, you know, one guitar over here, a couple of guitars over here on this wall. Probably most of the guitars will go over here on this wall since that's the wall that'll be open. When I was in my other studio, I specifically had a spot on the wall that was blank, so I could do all my videos with a blank wall in the back. That won't be the case in here since it's a little bit smaller, but I'll still definitely have plenty of room to do my videos and whatnot, obviously, because here we are. So that's my update for the moment in my new studio that I'm working on. Yeah, I think that's all. Obviously, I still have the doorway. I think you saw the doorway there in the back. Doorway still just an open doorway. Eventually I will have some sort of door to put in place Oh, and the floor. For the floor, which is, you know, obviously concrete basement, I just put down some 3/4 inch EVA foam mats. The puzzle mats that can just snap together. Just put that down. It's pretty nice. Nice and comfy, nice and cozy. Cuts down on some of the echo that you can probably maybe hear. I don't know if you can hear it or not on the camera, but that's also going to be cut down with some more acoustic treatment that I'll put up once I figure out where my guitars are going. Guitars are first guitars. Of course, Lana is here with me. Say hi, Lana. So yeah, Lana is here with me, of course, sticking her face in the camera, getting in the way, being annoying as always. It's definitely good to be back. I've got some cool little new things for you guys to see, for those few that watch